All right. Hi.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Blessed.
Good, good, good. Well, greetings of peace, love, and harmony. I'm Mandisa Mosi, and I have a very, very, very special guest with me here today. Before I give her an introduction, I do want to say that I have a very great love of interviewing women and sharing stories that might have otherwise gone unheard. And she has one of the most profound stories that I have heard. Her strength and resilience just speaks volumes for itself. And so I am honored to give her the opportunity to speak today. She's one of my most favorite people. Her humor, as I'm sure you will see shortly, is unmatched.
I'm going to be good today.
She can't help it. And that's what I love about it. When I told her, I was like, all right, you ready? She was like, I need me a glass of wine.
Yes. The nerves got to me. I said, we're good.
But this is Miss Rebecca.
Hey, everybody. Thank you. That was beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you. So, where are you from?
I was born in Kansas, Fort Riley, Kansas.
Oh, wow.
And I was adopted at 3 days old. And then we moved back to Tennessee, where my adopted parents were from. And I claim Tennessee.
Oh.
I claim Tennessee.
You heard it.
All day, every day. Go Vols. I'm sorry.
See what I mean? See?
I didn't mean to.
So, well, do you know your adoption story?
Yes. My mom, she had already had 4 kids before me. No, I was the 4th. She had a bunch. I was the 4th. My dad was in the military. They got together. They were actually, I ain't telling that story. Anyway, okay. So, let me get back to my story here. I almost told it, but I ain't gonna do it. I still love y'all. Yes. But, my mom and dad got together, over grief. And they consoled each other. And I became in the womb. And she got married to someone that she thought was the father. But when I came out, I wasn't the right kind of white. That's awesome. I love that. I wasn't the right kind of white for him, period. Period. And he said, I'm not raising that. So I was given up for adoption and adopted at 3 days. So, yep. I was placed with a family. Yeah. And we came back to Tennessee.
And how was that family for you?
My grandparents are beautiful on both sides. Oh, they're absolutely amazing. There was a lot of trauma, abuse of all kinds, which caused a lot of trauma, which caused me to lash out. For the most part, though, I love my grandparents. God, they're beautiful, beautiful, beautiful souls. And other than that, that's about all I can tell you about my childhood. You know.
Were you the only one that was adopted in your family?
No, me and my brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And was your brother? Is he white or?
He's white. Yeah, he's not my birth. He's not my birth brother. Yeah, he's white. He's all white.
Okay, I was like,
yeah,
say,
my mama's white. My dad is black. If anybody wants to know, I didn't tell that part.
I was like, is he the right kind of white or the not right?
He's the right kind of white. Okay. But in that family, he wasn't the right kind of white.
Okay.
He was still blonde hair, blue eyes. You know, he was also, you know. We went through it together. That's why, regardless of what he says now, I still love you, man.
That's good. And I hear you oftentimes speaking of your brother and to your brother. So even to this day, y'all have a great relationship.
We have a relationship that is a brother and sister relationship. We love each other, but we will argue over the phone about things that I don't agree with or he doesn't agree with. So we have that brother and sister relationship. I'll call him a week later and be like, you know, you really made me mad.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, you said this. And I'm like, no, I didn't. Quit telling me what I said. What? don't you tell me what I said. But yeah, so I love him. He's good. He's a good person. He really is.
That's good. That's good to hear. It's good to hear that, because I'm an only child.
Right.
And so I oftentimes hear people talk about like their brother-sister relationship. It's like, we can fight 1 second and we're together the next.
Exactly.
It's like, I don't understand it, but it's like I see it all the time. I'm like, okay.
That's any sibling, that is it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, unless that sibling is just grudgeful and hateful and, you know, but then sometimes it's best that they're just out of your life.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? But, yeah, I definitely do.
That's good. That's good. So, like, in your childhood, you spoke about there being forms of trauma there.
Yes.
Would you like to go into any detail about what some of that trauma may have been?
I mean, the trauma was, you know, sexual abuse from the age of 5. Actually, it was probably younger than that from what I was told, but that I remember from the age 5. And all the way up until I was probably 10 or 11. But then I lied. It stopped with the parents and went on with other people. So yeah. So that's what I mean by trauma.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So when you say it stopped with the parents, so at 10 or 11 it stopped with the parents, and then
Yes.
other people picked it up. Gotcha. And so, like, with that trauma, because sexual trauma is something that we both kind of share in our journeys.
Right.
And I know how difficult it can be to get over, and like how it can carry you, like be with you for like all your days, and really mess with the type of decisions that you make, like in your life. Like especially me when it came to dating and just picking the right lovers and all of that. Like, how would you say the trauma that you experienced, sexual trauma, all of it, impacted you in your life?
Well, let me just say that I did forgive both of them. I forgave both of them, but it was still some type of PTSD in my head. I mean, I love them. Till the day they passed. Sorry.
It's okay.
But it's really affected me in my life, in choosing people and in choosing abuse. And I know I'm strong. I'm still here. I know I'm strong. But, you know, it's still there. You know, I just try to be more actual forgiving than trying to let those negative thoughts pop up in my head, or those, you know, just a flashback or whatever, which, you know, was PTSD. You know, so I've chosen abuse, you know, regardless of whatever type of abuse it was. Could have been, you know, the person I was with at the time cheating, you know, having to go through a divorce, and then getting with somebody who I thought I deserved, which was even worse. But I've come out of all that. Now I'm a strong woman. I am strong. But the pain is still there.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. And it's valid. How do I put this? Like, it's possible to still have the pain, but not let it cripple us the way it used to.
Right.
And we're going to still feel.
Right.
But it just won't affect us in our decision making.
Right.
As it once did.
Oh, definitely not.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I am a strong woman. You know, and it's come from everything that I've gone through in my past to become this person who wants to be, not for others, but for themselves, a giving person. a gracious person,
Mm-hmm.
a kind person,
Mm-hmm.
a person who shares love. Because you know all the time. I'm like, you didn't know me from that reef right there, y'all. She didn't know me. We don't know that reef either. But you didn't know me. And what I always tell you, I love you. I love you. I love you, and if you mean it, it's true. And you can't deny that from anybody, and that's what I want.
And before we get to that giving part, because you are extremely giving and extremely loving person, before we get to that, like, you spoke on a part too that I wanted to hit on in terms of forgiveness. Forgiving of your abusers, and, you know, although still having like those flashbacks to PTSD and everything, it's like, how do you forgive that? Like, how did you reconcile the fact that these people decided to adopt you and then abuse you, essentially, and traumatize you in that way?
Unfortunately, my mother, well, not unfortunately, my mother went first. And I was in Dallas and she was in Tennessee. And we didn't have the money to go, as she was in the hospital, because she would be in and out of the hospital a lot. She would be in and out of the hospital a lot. I want to say something, but I'm not going to. I'm going to respect. I couldn't just go down there and something not be wrong with her, and me having to borrow all this money just to get there. So they said it wasn't good. So I got on the phone with her that night, and I told my sister, hold the phone up to her ear. And my sister did, and I said, it's okay. You can go. I forgive you. I forgive you. I love you. I love you. Y'all ain't my sap or what?
No, you're not.
But I told her, I said, I forgive you. I forgive you for everything. I love you so much. And I will be praying for you. I will be praying for you. I forgive you. You can let go. You can let go. And then my brother, the one I talk to you about all the time, the white brother, he called her. And that night, I felt her presence. I knew she had gone. I knew she had gone. And that's all she was waiting for, was the two that didn't really talk to her, is to call her and forgive her. And she was gone after that. Wow. So that's it. Took me that long.
How old would you say you were?
Oh, I was 30. Oh, goodness, honey. Ooh, I'm born in 1970. Y'all do the math. Girl, I was 37. 37. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And then my dad, I just knew that, he apologized. I didn't make him go in depth because I didn't want to relive it. And I said, I forgive you. I forgive you. So, and we talked every single day up until last November, the day before Thanksgiving, when he passed away. He would call me every night.
Wow.
3 times if I didn't answer.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
For those people still struggling with forgiving their abusers and people who've hurt them, what advice would you give them?
The advice that I would give anybody is, regardless if that person is around or not, you have to forgive them to forgive yourself. And I'm not saying you're guilty of anything, doing anything wrong, but we're holding and we're harboring this trauma that's happened to us, and we don't have to. We do not have to. We can release it. It's still there, as you see. These tears are real. But you have to forgive for yourself, because forgiveness is everything. You're harboring something in your heart if you can't forgive. And that's the way I look at it. And I don't know how else to say it.
And you can see, forgiving does not mean forgetting.
Correct. You can't. You'll never forget anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I might forget the ducks' names, but we got ducks, y'all.
There are ducks here. At our mini retreat that we have, there are ducks here. They got chickens over there. A dried up pond, but hey. We're here.
We're here.
We're here. That's a word in terms of forgiveness and the reasons why. Because I think oftentimes, I know for me when I was younger, I was like, I'm not forgiving them because I don't want to give them anything. That was my thing. It's like I felt like I was losing something. Like, let me hold on to this, and this is my way of payback for them.
Of course.
But it's really just hurting myself in the end. Like, I'm the one with the ulcers happening and the anger, making these bad decisions and doing horrible things to myself.
Everything.
Stressing, making bad decisions, like all of that stuff. And it's like, all right, well, now I gotta, like you said, I gotta forgive myself for doing all those bad decisions.
Right.
And I gotta forgive this person because I want to let it go for me.
Right.
It has nothing to do with them at the end of the day.
Exactly.
It's really about me. Yeah.
Yes. And like I say, it's there's a bigger piece at forgiving to me.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm not saying anybody. There are some people. No, I'm gonna have to forgive all.
Mm-hmm.
If I forgive one, I have to forgive all.
Mm-hmm. You know, as we're talking about this, it's making me want to break down the etymology of forgiveness. Because we got for, and then we got give. And it's like, of course, like I said, give feels like I'm giving you something. But then for is like, maybe it's not really about you. I'm going to think about this.
Yeah, please do, because you just confused me. But yeah, okay, no. But no. Okay, so you broke down for and give. You broke 2 syllables.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because...
So, but that is the word.
Yes, it is. But like the etymology of it. Giving, like I said, it feels like I'm giving them something. But for being there in the beginning of it's
for them, for you,
for me. Yeah.
Okay, so you forgive, and to me that is saying, yeah, it's for me, but I'm giving it to you, even though you might not even be face to face with this person. You might not even speak to them, but in your mind, you can forgive a person, and it's not giving them any part of you, and it's not making their life, oh, wonderful, she forgave me. No, you're still dealing with those demons.
Because they got their own forgiveness.
Yes, honey. I'm not the one to judge.
Their own reconciliation work too. Exactly.
I was going to quote Tupac, but I ain't going to do that.
Go ahead.
Only God can judge me. Okay? I'm like, no. So if that's the truth, then who am I to judge anybody else? Even though it happened to me, I forgive you for my peace, for my heart. And you are giving them something. Maybe give is your for yourself, but you're giving them back all that trauma that happened to you.
That's it. That's the part.
It could be. I mean, I don't. I'm not the universe. I don't know.
That's true, but it's
I'm
like,
just saying it could
but you do gotta give it back.
Yeah. And
because it's like,
I'm
holding
on
to
suffering. They're still suffering, but still, hello, I'm not going to carry your suffering with me.
Because I've been holding
it. So let's give it back. So forgive. Now y'all know.
That's what forgiveness is. See, we don't need to look up the etymology. Miss Rebecca just broke it down for us.
You were there helping. You were guiding us. You were guiding that rope, girl.
Bam, I love
that. You need to write that down.
I know.
But we have it on film.
We do.
We have it on camera.
We do.
Video, look, that's how old I am. We got it on film, girl.
It's on film. Oh, goodness. Okay, so now we can go back into your piece where you talk about, another word, giving, how giving you are. You know, how thoughtful you are, how loving you are. Like you've shared with me your love for helping others, especially when it comes to like those who are houseless and those who are just in need, women's shelters and things like that. Like how you will really rally the troops to give and to provide for those who may be in need. And you've also shared with me, I'm always like, all right, you gotta protect your heart. How like emotional you can get when you see it, when you see someone who's in need, when you see someone struggling. how it can sometimes make you like cry, like you kind of carry that. And you did kind of relate it to your trauma that you've experienced in terms of like, I want to be this for myself. But it's like, how do you...
You're asking a lot of questions.
I know, I'm sorry. First of all, I just said a lot. Do you have a response to anything that I just said?
I'm like, you want me to remember? Wait.
Yeah, go ahead, sorry. PTSD, it affects your memory, so I do have to, like, no, I know this because I know this. Like,
professionals here.
Exactly.
Okay, first of all, I have always been a giving person.
Mm-hmm.
I never, even as a child, I never threw out one piece of paper without the other piece of paper because I didn't want them to be alone.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that comes from abandonment, okay? And then once I got older and I started seeing that people were in need, and I was on the brink of homelessness, on the streets, living in this hotel, and it's not spelled with anything other than H-O, tail, eating a bag of chips a day, drinking a 40 ounce to make my pain go away. I had a job, I had a part-time job, which only could afford to stay in that hotel. And I started seeing people. And I started seeing elderly people. And kids. And I'm like, that could be my grandmother. That could be my mother. Those could be my children. That could be me. And I was like, it was just put on my heart that if you have, give. And I mean, at one point, you know, I had a great big kitchen and I always cooked because people were coming over. And I would always cook extra. And I'm like, take some home, take some home. They'd take some home and there'd still be some left over. So I started getting, asking my in-laws, Mama and Papa, Tony and Letty, if they would save their containers, because they always went out to eat. And you know, they had those nice black containers with the thick lid on there. So I would make spaghetti, I would reheat it, and I would put it in all these different containers, as many containers as I'd hold. And I'd call my friend and I'd be like, hey, you want to roll with me down the street? I'm going to go feed the homeless. And he's like, okay, I'll come with you. You know, I think he thought he was coming for my safety, but I didn't need that. I just wanted somebody to help me carry the food. Facts.
Damn.
But yeah, and so I just started passing out food. And then once I seen them, and back probably 6 years ago, Forest Lane had a big homeless population.
Where?
Forest Lane.
Okay.
North of Dallas.
Okay.
It's there's like it was behind a 7-Eleven. The train is right there. And underneath they had built this walkway for people, you know, from all the neighborhoods to go walking. Well, there was a bridge, and probably at least 100 people would be out there. And some of them would just be out there hanging out. Some of them would actually be homeless. But I got to where I knew the homeless by taking them food. And then I just kind of advertised on Facebook, hey guys, I want to clothe the homeless. Does anybody have any clothes? And I had family members from Florida shipping me clothes. I had people at my job giving me clothes. It went from that to, I worked at a job that they sold the foam things that you could put on your lounge chair outside, but you have to reupholster it. So they were foam beds, right?
Nice.
So I told my manager, I said, I will buy them all. If you knock them down, I will buy them all. We had 35. He knocked them down. He gave them to me for $1 for my charity. And I took them out and I passed them out with the clothes. And I passed, the man in a wheelchair. Hey, you want something nice you can lay on the ground? Lady, hey, anybody I would see, I'd be like, you need clothes? I had them separated. What size do you wear? Hey, let's go through this. You know, and it's just like, I just needed to give back because, I mean, for one, that's what I'm supposed to do. I can't hold on to things. I have to give. And if other people, you're just going to put them in the goodwill bin, I know somebody to give them to. You know, and I mean, every job that I went to, I've been blessed. People around me, I've been blessed to where they're giving me, you know, food. They're giving me clothes, blankets, pillows. I'm just grateful that I have people around me. And of course, my mouth won't shut up. I'll make you remember, hey, remember I'm doing this. You know, I need anything. I know y'all got something, you know. And so that's how it is and how it always will be. I'm going to the battered women's shelter soon. I'm gathering. I don't like to go with just one bag. So, of course, I'm in my closet, which is more than one bag, several. But I've already got 4 in my trunk full. And I ain't talking about a bag. I'm talking about bags. So, getting my purses together, getting my shoes together. I even have brand new rollers that I never used. Flat irons. Yes, I'm like, okay, what? I don't. Why do I keep this? I don't need this. But somebody else who may be down on their luck and maybe trying to go get a job or just want to look nice for the day can do and feel better about themselves and know that this is not the end. There's always another side, and you will get to that other side. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be here forever. I promise you. You will come up.
Yes.
Believe and achieve.
Yes. Doesn't it sound like she needs to start a nonprofit?
I really do. I know I do. Oh my gosh.
And I looked it up. It's not that expensive to start one.
Really?
I think it was like $65 or $25.
Oh wow.
To start one.
I might truly have to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that would help me a lot.
Yeah.
You know.
Start that, and you'll be doing the work that you love.
Yes.
To do.
Yes. It's so gratifying. You know what I'm saying? I mean, people, homeless people, you do not know their struggle and why they're there. It doesn't matter if they're there from drugs. It doesn't matter if they're there for alcoholism. It doesn't matter if they're there from trauma. It doesn't matter if they are there for psychiatric reasons. People are still human.
Yes.
We all have a soul. So, I'm going to take a deep sigh on that. Because that's real. We all have a soul. And even, you know, they're people and they need to be humanized, you know. They need to love. And I will go out there and they will be like, thank you, and go to give me a hug. And I'm like, I hug them.
And you give the best hugs.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you know, people are like, why are you doing that? And I'm like, because that's what he needed.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's not just things, it's also actions.
And giving them humanity, because
right.
I too have been in a homeless / houseless state.
Right.
And living out a car, a lift vehicle at that.
Right.
And there are many times where you just don't feel like you have dignity or humanity.
Right.
You lose it because of how people may view you. And so he meeting you or somebody meeting you may be the first time that they experience receiving humanity in who knows how long.
Right.
So yeah. How do you protect your heart when you're doing this work? Because as I mentioned before, you can get very emotional and passionate. I'll say not emotional, but very passionate about helping others. And how do you protect your heart with that? Like balance it out to where you can.
Why I don't want to bring everybody home.
That part, because I mean, in reality, we can't help everybody.
Right. If I ruled the world.
Yeah.
If I ruled the world. But anyway, I will one day. I'm speaking that into fruition.
Damn.
Okay, but no, just if I just have to, I still cry. I still cry with them, but I just have to know that what I'm doing is what I'm supposed to be doing, and I can't do any more. If I could, I know I would, but this is what I can give, and I just have to. I mean, like I said, don't get me wrong. I cry with them. You know, I mean, they tell stories. You know, it's just not just take. You know, you sit down and you can talk to them, man. It's nothing. But it's just, you just have to get in your car afterwards if you really want to cry, and cry, because sometimes it's hard just being yourself around 100 homeless people, 50 homeless people, 3 homeless people. You know, I'm like, but I'm never scared. I'm never scared. But if I could help every single person, I would. I'm like, even we could build a community with some of the hotels downtown that are no longer lived in, whatever. They can have a courtyard with a garden. You maintain this floor, you maintain that floor, you maintain that floor. Give them some kind of duties, not duties, what am I trying to say? Some kind of activity to keep their minds busy, and to give them some kind of worth. We were talking about this, you know, and that's very important. You know, it's just, we could do so much, not you and I, but we as a country, as a world, could do so much if we would just help thy neighbor. Yep. That's all it takes. I used to feed the kids outside my apartments. Girl, they come by, you barbecuing? I'm like, okay, I got some weenies for y'all. Hold on, and some white bread. Y'all ain't getting no buns now.
Because the buns is expensive.
Exactly. You know?
It's only like 4 or 8 in the thing.
We all used to white bread and some weenies on the grill.
Yeah.
So
that part. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I really love the way that you embody the things that you speak about. Because many people say that they are a loving person and they're a giving person, but you truly are about that action. Like, you see a problem and you take the initiative to helping to solve it, or helping to do what you can. And again, I really think you need to do that nonprofit.
You're probably right. I'm like, I'll have to look into it. Yeah. I didn't know it was that cheap to just start it up. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah,
because I was looking in terms of like starting a business. To do like a regular business, a bit expensive.
Right.
But a nonprofit's not expensive at all. So it's less than $100.
Oh wow.
So yeah. And this is something that I feel like, in terms of like getting you into work that's meaningful, less stressful, because we're about to talk about burnout in a minute.
You see me sigh. Okay.
Like, yeah, I've gone through burnout, and I really feel like I didn't really heal from it until it took me 8 months, maybe 9 months to heal from it. I feel like you're experiencing it now continuously with your job. We both come from like a logistics background, and that job within itself can be stressful. Although I love the work that I did.
Yes.
It was very fulfilling, very fun. However, work environments can take a toll on you. And I was in a very toxic work environment. How about you? Share a bit about your work life and work-life balance, as they say.
First of all, there's an up and a down, and the down is the job, and I have to, it's just, there's a lot of negative people in the place, which, you could try to have a positive day, but eventually the chicken on the other side is crying, and this one's cussing this person out, and you're just like, shut up. It's like, okay, but the up is coming home. That's how I balance it. Come home, cook. I have a cat. That's all I'm going to say about her. I'm not giving her the time. I'm mad at her right now. So, Trinity is her name. But I have her, and it's just, then my grandchildren, so, and when I come home, I've had to start learning to let the day go. Let it go. Let it go. Because I used to think about it all the time. And I still do sometimes, but I ain't today. But no, it's hard. It's hard to balance. But I've started letting it go. I'm like, I don't even remember anything from work when I get home. I don't remember that I have to get up and do something the next day, whereas used to I did. But it's hard. Yeah. It is hard because it's just stressful and depressing, and there's I don't know.
Mm-hmm. How did you get to the part where you weren't taking work home with you, where you were able to let it go once you clocked out?
Sick and tired of being sick and tired. Going home and just not moving, sitting in the recliner and not moving. What am I doing? I don't even feel like getting up to cook anything. What am I doing? I'm tired. Why am I tired? I'm mentally tired. Why are you mentally tired? Because everything that goes on around you at work. You can only shut off so much. And I just said, I can't do it no more. I can't. I cannot. And I just had to, once I get in that car, I know I'm on my way home. It's like autopilot. I'm on my way home. Okay, I'm home. Oh, it feels good in here. Feed the cat. Just start doing things. What am I going to do for the rest of the day? Am I going to go see my grandkids? Am I going to go, do laundry? Mm-hmm. Whatever it takes. I'm like, but before I was just like, I wouldn't do anything. Nothing. Mm-hmm. It got really, really bad. And I was like, okay, I got to get out of this. I really have to. I basically sunk into another depression. Because it was bad.
Yeah. And I find it interesting, too, because I really do feel like there is a correlation between those of us who have a traumatic past to be in these, or to attract these traumatic workplace environments. Right. And develop these toxic work relationships. And I know that one thing that helped me kind of get over it is just to realize my circle of control, like the fact that I can only control me and how I react to everything, and I cannot control how everybody else is going to react or respond, what they're going to do. And two, with the video we watched last night, not focusing on that negativity.
Right, yeah.
And just being positive and seeing, as a result of that, more positive things happen.
Right, exactly.
Or shifts. Sometimes you get shipped out of the job completely.
Right, exactly.
Which is what happened to me. But that thing happens as you shift. Right. And it can hurt, it can sting, because change is difficult. Even if it's a good change, it still can be stressful.
Yes.
Even good things are stressful. Because you can get used to the abuse. Like, used to the chaos. Yeah. Like, I know it was chaotic, I know it was hurt, but it was my chaos and it was my hurt. Right. And you become attached to that. Right. And then learning to be attached to peace. And we were also speaking about the fact of how difficult it can be to truly be yourself when you're attached to a negative work environment, or just a negative environment in general. Right. Like you were talking about your ability to draw and how you used to draw and all of that jazz and be creative. And now, as time has happened, it can be difficult to want to do those things. Right. Have time, the capacity, I say, to do those things. And I know I experienced that too. So, what has that, or what, I would say, what would be your steps that you would do, if you could name one thing that you would do to pour into yourself, to get back to Rebecca, what would that one thing be?
Grace. Okay, I need to give myself grace. That's about it. I need to give myself grace. It's you can always think you haven't done enough or not doing enough or you were wrong or whatever. And I always say we're our biggest critics. We are our brains are horrible to us. They say all kinds of stuff and they shouldn't. Hush up in there. But yeah, but that's where you just have to say grace. You know, I give myself grace. I have to give myself grace because I don't want to be, you know, that angry person. I don't have to be that angry person. I'm a good person. You know, I'm a strong person. I'm a loving person. I'm a kind person. My empathy is off the chain. So I just have to recognize everything that I am and what I thought I was. And just realize that it's just giving myself grace.
I love that answer. Because oftentimes when I ask myself what's one thing I can do, I'm always trying to make it like an action step. It's like, I will do this 5 minutes a day. It's like giving myself grace, though, is a action step doesn't really involve me doing something.
Right.
That's a word of wisdom.
Yeah.
And grace is a word that has come up for me a lot because one, it was one of my grandmother's middle names. And she's an ancestor. And whenever I hear the word grace, I'm like, oh, she's here. You know?
Yes, yes.
Like, because it's a reminder to be gentle with myself. Because I can be very, I gotta do this, do this, and it has to be this. And, yeah.
Everything is caused from something. So if you take that and you apply it to that, you know, it's just really, I'm not saying you're going to get up and jog 5 miles, but, you know, it's just more peaceful. Peaceful in your brain, peaceful in your heart, peaceful in your spirit. And that's how I think, you know, grace is. Yeah, grace is beautiful.
Grace is beautiful. Being gentle with ourselves is beautiful. Because the world is hard enough as it is. The world has us on time constraints as it is. The world tells us when we got to be at a place, what time we got to be, when's this due, when you gonna get evicted if you don't pay. Like,
look, I'm not worried about it because I got grace.
Say it again.
I ain't worried about it because I got grace.
Oh, goodness.
I'm not worried about it.
Miss Rebecca has given us a word today. And I think that's a good place to end. I'm not worried about it because I got grace.
Yeah.
That's a word. Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
For allowing me to do this. I really do appreciate it.
I love you.
I love you. And I thank you for believing in me and always
of
encouraging
course. Me. Yes. Always. Mandisa power, baby, over here. Yes.
Thank you. Hugs.
Oh, yes, most definitely.
Love you.